And with apologies to Stanley Kubrick and Richard Strauss, Wattles has 1.24 thousand subscribers, and he's just completed Season 3 of his Minecraft guide. And in the last episode, the World Tour, he's left a download, so we can investigate what is in the orb that he has so far never revealed. Now, we just have to look carefully at the bottom here, because it looks like the last couple episodes are out of order, but we want 173. And if we go into the show more, we can get the world download link. Let's do that. But there is a little bit of a wrinkle. I'm on Bedrock, so got to take a minute to convert this. And we will save it. And if you just hit save, it'll go to your Windows 10 Minecraft worlds when you boot up Minecraft. And I don't want to be Steve today. I want to be me today. And there it is, right at the top of the list of worlds. So let us just jump in and make a copy, and we will just not actually load this original conversion. Okay, so, and we are going to have a creative copy and a survival copy, and in the survival copy, you can make the simulation distance whatever you want. I'm going to make it 12 chunks, and I'm definitely going to show coordinates. Okay, let's try this. I'm nervous. How much of this world is going to survive the transition from Java to Bedrock? I read it. Here we go. Oh, okay. So this is the spawn area, and he does have a little build here. He had died 4 times in this world, and the last time he did die, he got a little disoriented, so he didn't want that to happen again. So he's got a little disaster recovery build going on here. His favorite world so far. It makes you wonder, you know, why is he switching out? You know, why doesn't he just go find new land, you know, to be 1.18? But he does what he does. Get some armor here just to protect ourselves. And in a second, you're gonna hear me get the achievement for wearing all netherite armor. I swear I've made all netherite armor on my own in survival. Maybe I never just wore it all at once. Maybe I wore the elytra. But anyway, I felt bad about breaking Wattles' sign and his box, so I just put that back. And now let's go on a journey to the orb, the secret of the orb. We get this grass path here. It's meandering. It's basic. Like there's no stair blocks or any slabs in this area. And me personally, I can't stand the look of grass path blocks from the side, so I always try to cover those up when I'm making roads. I'll like bring the ground out, or I'll even put gravel on the sides. I just, you know, but that's just me. And here we have the spawner farm that went with his flower forest base. And again, we got some post-apocalyptic random block stairs. Well, it's not quite random, but... And he had been asking, what do you do to build a road through sand? How do you make a path in sand? How do you do that? Well, I have a modest suggestion. Just use sandstone. Although, you may want to use, like, red sandstone, just so that, like, there's contrast. I personally use cobblestone, upper half slabs, when I'm building road across sand. But sandstone is what they use in villages, so... Although I don't think they use, like, regular sandstone. They use, like, sandstone that looks different on the sides. but that doesn't really matter. Or if you're only going to see the top. This is a little dark over here, so we're gonna get rid of these guys and light this up. Also, there's been a bit of a discontinuity. You notice I've got 4 hunger shanks gone. Well, that was because my OBS cut out. So we're just, but I backtracked to here, so it's like there wasn't a discontinuity, right? Just pretend I was out all night and I'm hungry now. So here we come into the Flower Forest base. It's lovely. Like aesthetically, like these builds are top notch, although in the conversion to Bedrock, yeah, the Cow Crusher didn't survive. But some entities did survive. There's armor stands everywhere, for one thing. And if you go over here, you will see a boat. Okay, so that's working. But I'm hungry, so let's see if Wattles has anything to eat. Let's go take a look in the pantry. Yeah. Okay, he's got some bread. That'll be good. Okay, is there anybody home? Hello? No, looks like nobody is here. Okay, well, let's continue on our journey to the orb. He's got another portal right up here. Okay, so I think something got goofed with the linking, because we're right out in the open, and I think we're intended to come out up on the level of his system of nether ice roads. Looks like I've got the boat stuck in a place where I can't get it out, so we're gonna have to break it. And I built that boat, actually, so you'll have to do that if you're playing this world. Another thing about Bedrock is you need to build your ice roads every single block for them to work properly. So, I mean, this isn't bad, but it's not very good either. Not nearly as fast as it would be in Java. So the actual Grim base, Tent Empire, that's what it's called, is back the other way. But first, let's check out the main Nether Hub, because we need to just pay a visit to the jungle base. How could we not? It's like his signature base, the probably favorite base he's ever made. But it's a little bit much for my Ryzen 5 2400G. It's not quite cutting the mustard here. So I'm just going to skip to when I'm down below, where it's a little more sane. And here's his cat Floof. And he's got a dog back here. Yeah, yellow. And they do not listen to me, because they're his pets. They're not my pets. So they're just going to roam around, because I guess he didn't leave them seated. Or even if he did, it didn't survive the translation to Bedrock. We can go back into the Nether if we just come over here. And I think that was another portal linking glitch that made it so that we came out on top of that tree, which is probably not what he intends. Okay, we're back in the hub. We'll just take a quick look over here. This tunnel ultimately... No, not that tunnel. This other one. This other tunnel ultimately leads to his desert resort area, but he's also got a bartering thing over to the right, over to the left. And up here, well, this was where he had his epic gold farm, but, you know, in Bedrock, you cannot build on top of the bedrock in the Nether. So you can't build on the Nether ceiling, in other words. So much for that. When I first loaded the world, there was I think there was like a chest minecart or something up there. You'll have to take my word for it. I guess it despawned. He's got his stuff from the bartering pretty neatly organized. Level 1, 2, and 3 of soul speed on different rows. And okay, he's got the splash potions of fire resistance separated. And what's he got in here? Is Fick? No, nothing. Okay. And yeah, it's very nice. Like aesthetically, his builds are top notch. But like, I just find them a little hard to get around, as we'll see when we get to the Tent Empire base. And things like roads and pathways, I just wish he'd do in a more structured way. It maybe needs like a little more of this kind of stuff, like we're seeing right now. Of course, you know, with the ice actually filled in if you're playing on Bedrock. Okay, so we just need to go down here. Oh yeah, and some of the textures, I suppose, I don't know, whatever blocks those were, they did not survive the translation. Anyway, let's go down. We got more blocks that didn't survive. And let's see what's in these chests. Okay, here we are at the Tent Empire, probably in a new portal, because again, the linking. And it's getting dark, so we need to sleep. So it's time for some Red Bed Redemption. Okay, we can pick that up again. And here, oh, my keyboard's acting up here. And here's where I watch the sun come up, but I won't play the song again. So, orb, 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 brimstone. Deep slate, deep slate, deep slate, deep slate. Okay. And now it's raining, and so we're going to need to pillar up, so I'm going to go off in search of a tree. So now we're back earlier, what I recorded after I'd gotten all this way and discovered that the OBS had cut out. I like to take a tree and leave a tree, so yeah, looking for some saplings here. Replant that oak sapling. Now let's finally check out the orb. Been waiting for months for this, I'm sure, but now it's time to sleep again. Red Bed Redemption 2. And yeah, let's get over there. But let's deal with this Enderman first. Okay, that was easy. It's nice not having fire aspect on your sword. It kind of makes fighting Enderman kind of annoying. Anyway, let's see if we can find our way in here. This whole base is kind of really hard to get around. I guess if you didn't build it yourself and know where all the paths are. He claims that it's spawn-proof pretty well much, so let's get up in there. This is it. Oh boy. Let's pillar up. Okay. Wow. Okay, well, I guess we'll just cover this up, and we'll just take a look around the rest of Tent Empire, since it's not lagging my computer. Just find a way out of here. This is a little bit fragile, I think, to actually stand up to real use. Can't go that way. Yeah, I hope you like getting stuck by berry bushes if you're wandering around here. Let's take a look at the inside the Mad Cow Sphinx. There were some free-range cow, well, limited free-range cow over there. Free-range compared to the cow crushers. But yeah, all those cows are gone, so that's it. Well, the beacon's still working. We've got haste. Ouch. Okay, let's check out the slime farm. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but I noticed a distinct lack of slimes. No slimes to be found. It could be that spawn chunks are just in different places. If you load a similar seed into Bedrock. Comment in the description if you know how that all works. But yeah, if the same slime chunks aren't slime chunks, if the same chunks aren't slime chunks anymore, then there's no way this is gonna work. But yeah, nothing coming in the chest, so RIP. And more box that didn't survive the transition. Or am I speaking them aloud? Well, there's an iron farm over here. For a moment, I thought it was a cross-platform farm, but I was thinking of his villager breeder, which he claimed was compatible with Bedrock. The last one he designed. Alright, let's get over there and see if anything's happening. Got some wolves there. Too bad I don't have any bones. Yeah, I don't see a lot happening. Still got some iron left over, though. And what's he got over here? Okay, he's got a bit of a brewing setup. Couple spare potions. And here's the rock formation, over here to the left, that he'd originally seen that made him want to come back here. He just happened to see it when he was out exploring. And so he deleted all of these chunks so that they could be freshly loaded in 1.17. So there might be a question is, well, if you're going to be, doing world edits and deleting chunks, does it still qualify as a survival world? I guess that's up to you. But yeah, we're just chilling out by the lake. Pond. In the Tent Empire. As the sun sets. There we go, that was Wattles and the Secret of the Orb.